guys, we're back for another Dokkan battle video. Today we're going to take a look at the Trunks and MAI sub EZA. So this is a character that just got their EZA. This is an interesting character in that this is a character that dropped during the 5th anniversary, and they actually do have an active skill, which I think could be very interesting. I guess their sticker looks okay. I mean, maybe some more of the backgrounds could be a little bit more stickerish. I don't know how else I want to say it, right? I mean, I guess it looks okay. Now, looking at their kit, I feel like this is probably the sub EZA that I like the least. One thing that's nice, again, this is, a sub EZA level character. They did give them damage reduction, restricted damage reduction. I don't mind restricted damage reduction, but I think it's a little low. 30%? I don't know what they expect. At 30% damage reduction, I mean, that's not going to do much, I think, against a lot of the biggest bosses. I mean, maybe we could say that will at least be very effective for them when it comes to them being, hit by normals. I mean, they could probably be an okay character. They have a million restrictions. We need them to be on basically a full Future Saga team. There needs to be a Super Saiyan Blue character on the team, and we need to be fighting a Zamasu or Goku Black character. I've mentioned many times that free-to-play sub-EZA characters, they could heavily restrict them, but make them good as a consequence. I'm not really too sure how good this character is going to be. We're going to need to jump in. We're going to need to take a look. So let's see. Remember, they have 30% damage reduction if the whole rotation is Future Saga, so we'll just run in with a full Future Saga team. Luckily, Future Saga is ridiculously busted after all the Celebrations characters. Let's see, like is that 30% damage reduction actually going to help them a lot? It depends on what their their defense is going to look like, right? So let's jump in and see how good this EGL Trunks and MAI sub EZA is. Alright guys, so we are here in an event. We have Trunks and MAI. Now, again, how good this character is going to be, a lot of that is going to be determined by how effective I think this character could potentially be defensively and, sort of like in a fight like this. So, remember, they have a lot of restrictions, which for a sub-EZA character I certainly don't mind, but we need to have a full turn of Future Saga. We need to have a Super Saiyan Blue character on the team. And we need to be fighting a Future Saga enemy, and we need to be fighting a Zamasu or Goku Black enemy in order to get all their buffs activated. Now, I don't have an issue with that. I think that's fine. Right, because it's like, at the cost of restricting them to where they can be good, I think maybe they could make them actually pretty good. Now, I wasn't too sure how much I was going to like this character, but, I mean, if we take a look at this right here, 340? I feel like that's not that bad. I mean, okay, so we're using this character, again, against Red Zone Goku Black or Zamasu, maybe against Infinite Zamasu, they could be solid. I mean, they're getting 50% attack and defense from their super attack effect, right? So we're popping 50% right there. Now, they're not getting any additional stats besides that, right? All these other stats, 150% attack and defense start a turn, 150% attack and defense with a blue on the team, 100% attack and defense if there's a Future Saga enemy, and then 150% attack and guaranteed crits against a Zamasu or Goku Black. So, definitely this character, you're going to want to go either full additional or full dodge for them, for sure. I would highly encourage you to use this character specifically against Zamasu or Goku Black characters, right? Which means they would be guaranteed critting anyway. And remember, we will have their active skill, too. Now, I do want to kind of like see how well they are going to fare defensively, so we can do this. Remember, their 30% damage reduction is up right now. I think that they're actually decent. This is looking like a decent character to me because, they're going to be over 500k defense with 30% damage reduction. That's at least okay for a sub-EZA character. Like, that's not bad. So, okay. I mean, I've already seen, I've seen a lot of complaining. Oh, by the way, so their link set here, they have, what, Brainiacs, Cold Judgment, Courage, Dismal Future, Prepare for Battle, Solid Support, and Fierce Battle. I've seen a lot of people upset about, sort of the structure of the Dismal Future Red Zone. I don't have a problem with it. right, how tough it is and how the structure of the fights are. My only issue would be that the first form Cell, Goku Black, and Zamasu fights in a row, they're basically the same fight with different typings. That would be my issue. I don't have an issue with how hard the bosses are, right, how hard they're hitting. Yeah, only 6,000 right there. I mean, we have type advantage for sure, right? But still, I mean, that's decent. Remember, they're doing guaranteed crits. All right, so I'd love Goku Black to super attack right here. Please, 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 please. Oh, man, we would have eaten that really well. That would have been really nice. Of course, this loser. Who is in slot 7, by the way? Because we could do Trunks and Mai's active skill. Perfect, it's Sword of Hope. We'll be able to use their active skill next turn. They could do their active skill on turn 3. Really strong for Super Battle Road or potentially a battlefield setting, right? Being able to pop the active skill, right? I mean, they do guaranteed crits, they do guaranteed stun, right? Like, it's something that could be very effective if you're utilizing it in the right content. Again, I remember utilizing this character quite a bit, and I believe it was Future Saga Super Battle Road is where I would use this character, and they were actually very helpful. I believe it was Future Saga Super Battle Road. They might have been on my first no-item run for one of those stages. It's been a while, right? I mean, that's, 4 years ago. That was back when Super Battle Road content was pretty challenging. Now, I mean, Super Battle Road stages are typically, just one-shotted, usually. I mean, this is not great right here. We're going to take some damage. Not really. We have to run Future Gohan in slot 1 right here. I mean, if Goku Black supers right away, again, we're gonna take some significant damage, very likely. This is where dodge comes in very effective, is if Goku Black would super right away. Okay. He does. Dodge it, baby? We don't. Alright, so we eat 540. I mean, that's tough right there. But, I mean, it is what it is. This is why, Future Gohan can get caught like that. To be fair, though, I mean, you could throw up pretty much any character in that spot, and they're taking a ton of damage, right? I mean, Orange Piccolo, even himself, is taking significant damage. Second attack, Orange Piccolo is taking damage there. Vegeta and Trunks. Bulma, depending upon the situation, could get hit pretty hard. That's something to keep in mind. And that was we just got bad luck, right? MAI has to super attack to dodge. Tech Vegito Blue is a slot 3 character until he transforms, right? So. Alright, MAI has to dodge, or else we die. Okay, cool. That's good. Alright, so we can use Trunks and MAI's active. This actually could potentially be good for us. We could use this to maybe finish off Goku Black right away. Oh, one other thing that's very interesting is Trunks and MAI, they are a weapon-type super attack character, huh? Because I actually do not have that weapon title quite yet. Alright. Do we pop this? I feel like we're not going to get a better shot than this. Now, this active skill is not voiced. The blues were in turn 1. Let's keep them around. We'll be able to transform into Vegito Blue. Alright, let's toss this. Let's see how this does. This should kill, right? Remember, this is a guaranteed crit. We have all of our buffs up. Let's see how we do right here. And it does kill. That's actually very helpful for us. I feel like that's pretty good. So, we get numerous effects from the active skill, right? We raise attack by 628% temporarily for the hit. All attacks become crits within the turn, but I mean, they're already doing guaranteed crits against Zamasu and Goku Black, which I'd heavily recommend if you're going to use this character at all, you're using them against the Zamasu or Goku Black. So, I mean, that's not the biggest deal, but I mean, I guess if maybe you're running them against some other Future Saga enemy, right? That's not a Zamasu or Goku Black, I suppose. Right? Maybe the future is a Red Zone Future Gohan stage or something like that, right? I don't know. And then they also stun the attacked enemy while reducing their own defense by half. So, you do want to be smart with how you're going to utilize it, of course. I think that was a good use of this. And we could do that in turn 3 if there's basically another Trunks or MAI on the turn. Alright, so we could get smoked right here. Oh. Well. That's tough, huh? Yeah, it's not really much of a counterplay to this. Again, this is why, I mean, I don't want to... Let me not talk about it too much. People will get so mad, but, this is why dodge helps. I would love to understand where my skill issue was, or my lack of skill, my misplays were, this was just the boss being tough, right? And this is the argument for dodge, if anyone is curious, is something like this, where there's literally no counterplay. Like, we have to take advantage of it. We didn't get it. Okay. Like, there's no counterplay to that. There's nothing. Like, that's just death. All right. I kind of want to hop right back into the same, I think, event right here. Let me just cut. We're just going to go right back in. I would like to get a little bit more footage of Trunks and Mai. They actually seem decent to me. I definitely feel like I underrated these sub-EZAs. They're heavily restricted, but at the cost of making them quite effective, I'll take that every time for sub-EZA and free-to-play characters for sure. Alright, so, we are back. They were in slot 7 this time. Oopsie. Never great. I kinda... A lot of times when I don't run the blues in slot 1, people scream... Well, to be fair, people scream at me for everything, right? But I'm gonna rock them in slot 1, because I would like to put them in front of the most amount of pressure. Trunks and Mai. Because I feel like they can really take it. That's the thing. Like, we could put them in front of these attacks, and I feel like they'll hold up well. I kind of want to see how they can hold up against Int Goku Black. That's kind of the big reason we hopped right back in. But, I mean, just from what I'm seeing, I feel like they're an effective character for sure. It's very simple to make free to play. There's no way this is super attack on the middle slot. I mean, these guys will be fine, but come on, bro. I can't. Whatever. Anyway. Yeah, it's very simple to make free-to-play characters, sub-EZA characters, like these level of characters good. It's very easy to make them good. You just restrict them. That's it. Boom. Right? Like, a character like this, I mean, they probably have one too many restrictions on their active skill, but, I mean, they're essentially fine. Like, you make, like, the big, Dokkan Fest TURs and LRs and stuff like that kind of, like, unrestricted so they could carry many different teams and yada, 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 right? But then, the sub-EZAs and free-to-play characters, you restrict them. You can make them really important pieces on certain teams, right? Like, free-to-play characters don't have to be throwaways. Like, all these characters, like, they could be good. It's okay. Like, it's not like, oh my god, guys, as one of the biggest whales in the game, I decided I'm not spending any money since they gave us a really good, like, sub-EZA. Like, oh yeah, I'm done. Like, yeah, Dokkan, Amatsu, guess what? That's not gonna happen, right? Like, if anything, oh, we got this really good free-to-play character. Okay, well, maybe I want to keep summoning to complete my team then. Like, I don't know. Like, I feel like this is a good thing, what they're doing with these sub-EZAs. Using these sub-EZAs, I'm actually fairly impressed. I like what I'm seeing from pretty much all these characters so far, right? We did Int Zamasu, Tech Future Gohan, now this is the Trunks and Mai. This is the one I felt the worst about, but, I mean, just seeing their start of turn defense, 340, and then they're going to get 50% when they super, with damage reduction, that's pretty good. I mean, remember, like, 500k defense with some damage reduction as a sub-EZA character, I'll take that for sure. Alright, Goku Black can't do shit to us on this turn. I guess I probably would... Remember that this guy actually has a super big cooldown for his super attack. Okay, it's right there. Alright, again, remember... Okay, Goku Black has a super big cooldown. So if he's gonna super attack on the next turn, it's gonna be towards the end. That's how this fight is sort of balanced a little bit by him not doing really that many attacks. And then also... He's not doing that many attacks, and he also, like, has, like, a big cooldown on his super attack and stuff like that. But he does just insane amounts of damage, right? Alright, so we're basically going to get, like, one more turn out of this fight. Trunks, I mean, if Trunks goes nuts here, like this, yeah, and then he gives us, like, one or two more, I mean, Goku Black is nearly killed. I mean, I'll add this in, but I don't know really, like, why people scream so much about going, like, full crit on characters when, like, I mean... like, with no crits, the fight ends in 1 second anyway. Like, alright, well, great. Yeah, he really held in there well, Goku Black. You're dead, loser. Bye. Okay. Damn. Trunks actually did a little too much right there. Trunks did a little... He did, like, actually way too much. Okay, they're still... Okay, check this out. Remember, I want to see their capabilities... I'm gonna do this. I don't want the blues to kill. I really don't want Trunks and Mai to kill either. I would like to see them tanking. I don't want to use the active skill, nothing like that. I want to see them tanking. I think if there is a super attack... Oh, they weren't guarding right there. Okay. I think if there is a super attack we're going to hit, it would be against Int Mai at the end. Probably. If there's a super attack, it's probably going to be against Int Mai. But, I mean, let me just... If Trunks and Mai could just tank normals for us, 9 million, right? Okay. With the guaranteed crit. double digits. Yeah, I like him. I think I like this character. Oh, okay. Well, we'll see. How do they take this? I mean, that's not the greatest. I mean, but again, it is a sub... We were talking about a sub EZA level character right here, right? Like, 763. That does go to show how hard these bosses hit, right? I mean, we saw what their defense... I mean, their defense was, you know, well over 500k right there. You know, 30% damage reduction doesn't do that much. I mean, I still do like that we were able to take double-digit normals from that guy. I mean, I certainly would take that. They're fine. They're fine. They're fine. They're fine. They're fine. Again, I don't really want to, like, be too critical, I think, considering they're a sub-EZA level character. Alright, this is Human Pride, Super Saiyan Trunks Future, and My Future. Their leader skills join forces category key 3 and 130% of stats, or AGL type key 3 and 90% of stats. Their super attack is the Shining Cross, which greatly raises attack and defense by 50% for one turn, does supreme damage to the enemy, and then lowers enemy attack and defense. The debuffing could be useful as well. You know, they maybe could be a decent option against, like, the Vegito Blue fight in the Mortals and Gods event. That could be a spot, right? With the attack debuffing and the damage reduction. Their passive skill, Inherited Tactics. They get 150% attack and defense at the start of turn. They get 30% damage reduction if all allies are Future Saga in the same turn. I don't have a problem with that restriction. They get 3 key and 150% attack and defense if there's an ally whose name includes Super Saiyan God Super Saiyans. That's a Super Saiyan Blue character, right? Which is pretty easy with the Blue Vegito character. Then they get another 100% attack and defense if there's a Future Saga category enemy. And then they get 3 key, 150% attack, and guaranteed crits if there is a Zamasu or Goku Black enemy. I would say aiming towards, you know, just using this character against potentially like Zamasu or Goku Black opponents is the way to go. Their active skill, the Evil Containment Wave, or Mafuba, they get 628% attack for the hit. Then, within the turn activated, all attacks become crits, and they guaranteed stun the enemy, and they reduce their own defense by half. So I think that this is fine, right? This is like a Super Battle Road or Battlefield type ability, and we could do this if there is an ally whose name includes Trunks Teen Future, Trunks Future, or My Future attacking in the same turn, starting from the 3rd turn. So you can do it really pretty quickly there. Their links are Brainiacs, Cold Judgment, Courage, Dismal Future, Prepare for Battle, Solid Support, and Fierce Battle. 12 key multiplier, 140%, and let's go ahead and take a look at what we're rocking in terms of categories here. I guess their categories don't matter too much, because regardless, you're going to want to get them kind of like on a Future Saga setup, right? So they are, of course, on the Time Traveler category team, sure. Actually, wait a minute. Wait, that's very weird. So they lead join forces, but that's not the first category here. That's very uncommon. Typically, a character's leader skill is the first category on their categories displayed. Okay, interesting. Then they're on Future Saga. Of course, this is pretty much where we want to be using them, right? Is on the Future Saga team. Then they're also on Join Forces, which is their leader skill. Sure, Join Forces. We're also over here on... What is this? This is Final Trump Card? Yeah, they're on the Final Trump Card category team. Okay, there is a lot of Future Saga characters on here, sure. They're also over here on the Revenge category team. This is good. Revenge getting more units will always take. They're also over here on Battle of Wits, so they have another 200% leader skill we can rock there. They're also over here on the Entrusted Will category team. I'm definitely looking forward to this team getting a new leader. They're also, of course, on the Earthbred Fighter category team, maybe the strongest category in the game. Maybe. And then finally, they're down here on the Superhero category team. The Superhero team getting buffs, of course, is something that is always good, right? So... here is this character, this EZA AGL Trunks and Mai. I think they're okay. I mean, they're not super crazy, super good, but I mean, at least they are double-digit tanking normals. I mean, dude, think of the Saiyan Day like sub EZA characters and stuff. Like, you can't even mention the Blue Goku and the God Goku in the same breath as this character is like offensive to this character, right? Like, you can't even do that. I mean, if I had to say anything. I mean, of course, I would always prefer, like, extra, like, you know, damage reduction or defense. I think the one thing that this character maybe could have gotten would be, like, some small future Saga support. Maybe, like, you know, 2 key, 20% attack and defense of Future Saga or something like that. Like, if I would do one thing with this character, I'd probably do that. Just get a little bit more incentive to run them by making them a little bit of a support. I think that would be good. You know, you could always, you know, get more defense. I mean, even Carnival LR Future Gohan could have more defense, right? But I feel like generally, honestly, like, looking at these characters, they do a better job. This character had a lot more start of turn defense once you're actually in a fight than I was anticipating. So not bad at all. Let me know what you guys think. Thanks for watching. I love you guys. And I'll catch you guys next time.